Hello, and welcome to episode 4 of Darkness of Club. The heroes return. How they doing? Today I have playing with me Oscar.
Hi, I'm Oscar or Salty. I'll be playing Kelaan, the High Elf Evocation Wizard.
I have Hannah.
Hi, I'm Hannah, and I'm playing May, and she's a Swift Stride Bard.
I have Josh.
I'm Josh. I will be playing Nico Stormchaser, who is a Storm Herald Barbarian.
I have Tom.
Hello, I'm Tom and I'm playing Dane Rutsall, the Kalashtar Circle of the Spurs Druid.
I have Jay.
Hey, I'm Jay, and I'm playing Corn Swift Dancer, the Halfling Artificer.
And I have Michaela.
Hi, I'm Michaela. I'm playing Sonia Blackforge, the Dwarven Cleric.
Last session we liberated 3 of the towers that circle Kelaan, a place known to be controlled by the Black Sword. We decided after 3 with the Obsidian Tower, killed what appeared to be Manasan Sherazai's son, who had liberated so many slaves and were tired and worse where, that we headed back towards them. On your way back into the city, as you are leading a group of about 36 slaves, I think, you come upon somebody you recognize. And I won't give you but this is a bard who I've spoken to before. She has long white hair and appears to be Kalastari. And when you were first queuing as Adventurer Group 11, accepted into the Adventurers Guild, this group relentlessly teased you for your ineptitude. However, as you see them pulling in on their mounts, you notice, first of all, that they've got a couple of members they didn't have when you last met them. The first is what appears to be a huge bugbear, which in your eyes would normally be evil. And he's walking in front of his mount. And the second, sat up on the back of the centaur, is a tiny little mouse folk you would have never seen before. A little tiny guy with a little rapier. And as he passes you, he sort of swirls his rapier and takes a bow towards you. And Ashila looks over and looks like you've received something. Come in behind you.
You said this is the team that gave us shit before, right? When we were signing up.
The Bandit Brotherhood, was that their name?
The Branded Brotherhood.
Oh, branded, excuse me.
As she says that, I'm just gonna look her up and down. How does that crow taste?
Well, she sort of looks at you, and I understand that it must be you then that managed to clear the other 3 towers.
Did you take the other 9?
She sort of hefts 2 bags of. Sorry, I'm having a real trouble here finding what I'm looking for. She hefts 2 bags of ears at either side of her, or rather 2 bags at either side of her horse, and then she sort of opens them up so that you can look in. And you indeed do see that they appear to be full of ears of dwarves and
Dwarves.
dwarves, orcs, and goblins. I'm really sorry. I'm trying to find something that just won't. It isn't where it should be, and that meant that it was really difficult to actually talk. Yeah. So she leans over her saddle and she sort of shows you 2 bags, one of which appears to be full of orc ears, and the other which appears to be full of goblin ears. She looks over to you and, did you collect many ears?
Yeah.
You know, there's some bounty boards at the Belching Bear. Could have a race to the top. Starting fresh, of course.
Of course.
That wouldn't be very fair to you, though.
Or perhaps. Let's face it, the real good deed of today is not slaying goblins and gorks. Sure, it's not slaying goblins and.
What are they?
But it is freeing the slaves. What you've achieved is truly magnificent.
Oh, thank you.
Wanted for it.
Thanks for noticing.
Imagine they'll give you an appointment with just Duchess. Well, anyway, I'll see you at the city. Till we meet next time.
Godspeed.
That she gives a little smile and she is. And the group sort of ride on ahead of you. As you slowly guide the slaves in, well, they're no longer slaves, of course, they're freemen, into the beginning of Galvinia, the city. You see two guards either side of the gate let out a long, drawn-out fanfare on the horns. It seems that note has been taken of your arrival before you've arrived. The gates burst open, and you see a cheer from people along the streets. You enter in. A man in large black armor walks up towards you guys, and he kneels, or kneeled down. A very low bow. Who speaks to your troop? Come on, anyone?
It's in my hand.
Oh, well, speak then.
Sorry, I thought they'd see me raising my hands and nothing.
Yes, they might, but I didn't.
Sure. Me.
And who might you be?
My name's Mr. Stormchaser. Nico, if you're nasty.
Very formal.
Excellent. Well, Nico, if you're nasty Stormchaser, if you would kindly corral your group, do you think you could attend the Galvinia Keep in an hour or so? Attend upon the Dutch and Duchess, the Duke and Duchess. They wish to thank you for heroic deed.
I'll look around to the rest of the party. Yeah, we can do that.
And thank you. He sort of bows his head again, and he doesn't give his name at any point. He is just to make this very clear. Not only is he in black plate mail armor, but his face is covered. He doesn't show any part of him. You may have seen him occasionally elsewhere. Perhaps in the tournaments that happen every now and again. You would know him as the Duchess's champion. So perhaps you would have never seen the Duchess. It's very unlikely you would. Perhaps. You have an hour or so as the slaves arrive through the gates and get cheers from people and standers by. Anything you'd like to do in that hour apart from clean up a bit?
Clean up a bit.
Clean up a bit.
Well, after sort
A
of
lot of
45...
fancy people.
Indeed. However, after about
I'm
45...
afraid.
Sorry, Tom, what was the second part of your sentence?
I'm afraid.
Afraid about what?
Fancy people generally don't like me. They, chase me with the pokers and the stickies.
I don't think anyone's gonna be doing that anymore.
Maybe I should try. I'll be on the back, I'll just be on the back. I'll let you guys handle the talkie to.
Just wear a glove over your mossy arm. I think you'll be fine.
Good idea.
But regardless, as you get yourselves ready, you are able to go over to the keep. And the same man greets you. He's known as the Duchess's champion, or occasionally the Black Knight. And as you arrive, there's a little fanfare session. They call out the Nameless 11. Are announced.
They got the name right.
I think that's us.
As you walk into what is a richly appointed room with 2 thrones, you see only one of them is occupied. Occupied by a gentleman. A little grey of hair. He's probably in his mid to late 50s. He's quite well broad-shouldered. He does carry a sword at his hip, though it stands at the moment to the side of the chair, within his grasp, but not holding it. There is a table between the two thrones, upon which sits a glass of red wine, and he nods to you gravely. Mighty adventurous, please come forward. My wife will join. As you all enter the room, the Black Knight pulls the doors closed behind him. Liberating slaves like that is been a long time since we heroic rescue of some valued townsfolk. Pray tell, how might I reward you? Just as you go to reply, you hear an acid remark come from the corner of the room as what appears to be the Duchess walks in. But, you know this woman as somebody else.
Saw this coming.
Yep.
Of course.
Yep.
Nevertheless. Holding a glass of bubbly, pale wine, and much younger than the Duke. Not much younger. Maybe she's in her late 40s, I guess, so.
Wait, that's the Dom mummy, right?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Very, very dummy mommy.
Your son we just killed. Ugh.
Yeah.
She sort of raises her glass and perhaps we should reward them with free run of the kingdom. Riches and gold untold. They've slain the mighty 12 goblins, was it? Of orcs. Taken the wrong side. A remarkable deed. Oh, how I bow to you, dragon slayers. What was it you said your group's name was?
Nameless. 11.
How far you have come. She looks over at her husband. You can see that she's trying to dance a line between saying what she's feeling and obviously maintaining Portier's appearance. Nevertheless, it is sort of lips go thin and drawn. Saying is that perhaps it's more fortune on the slave free them heroic deed. Indeed, if you are so wonderfully heroic, perhaps you should proceed on to Ascalon.
I'm gonna do something that is so dangerous, but I'm kind of here for it. I am going to telepathically say to her, how did you do this? How are you the Duchess? You... What? But you worship the greatest Grey Old One.
First of all, she has never mentioned. I'm assuming you're speaking of the person who was etched onto the back of her son's skin.
Yes. Obviously, I'm not going to bring him up.
Okay, well, she sort of... know that how.
We get around.
Oh.
Sort of looks at you. Nico, I need you to make...
We saw this coming.
I'm surprised it didn't happen sooner. Oh, nice. Let's say 22.
Oh, nice.
You feel a sort of tightening in your throat, but you're able to shrug it off as magic is perhaps you're quite good at training yourself from saying anything that you don't want. She sort of raised an eyebrow at you and you must be Nico Stormchaser.
She's saying this out loud now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yes, I am.
Sorry, somebody's keyboard is. And then she sort of takes another look at you. Aren't your parents bards in this?
They've been bards in many places.
Perhaps they should make a court appearance.
They don't play those kind of games.
I've always thought that public appreciation is
so badly want to say something, but I feel like I shouldn't because it's just tempting fate. Because like in Nico's head, like death for Kalishtar isn't like it's not the same like worry or scariness that it might be for other races, you know, because you know all circle life thing spirits. So he kind of wants to like say, "Bitch, I ain't scared if you kill my parents," but I also don't want to tempt her to, you know, test that belief.
No.
At this sort of moment, she notices she turns to some of you others. First of all, Blackfall dreams of rekindling a forge.
That's right.
In fact, I believe you mentioned that was one of the reasons you're...
One of the reasons.
She looks at her
Certainly.
husband. It is well within our grasp. However, I think a special treasure for a wonderfully heroic adventure, don't you? Oh, yes, dear, most definitely. Thinking. Perhaps a mask. Oh, that would be an excellent gift. I'll go and get it. You'll see he walks over to the exit behind the thrones. He leaves. After a couple of footsteps down the hallway, you hear the door close. I need a wisdom save out of Mai and Sonia.
Okay. Jesus. That
That
That's-
should be 16 for me.
that's a 1.
I'm not sure if you have a...
I don't think so. I got a hammer. I got this old club. No, Bucky has the club.
Yeah, you know, as she looks at you both, what the rest of the party see is Mai take her dagger, hold it to her own throat.
Oh no.
You see
Oh, no.
Sonia sort of pressing the back point of the hammer ever so gently towards her open eye.
No.
Melisande looks at you. One moment. You're lucky. Bastard. One moment you... Yeah, because you haven't... Die.
Let them go.
That's the one.
Yeah.
At this moment, Nico, you feel a yank from behind you as you are pulled sort of 10 foot backwards by some sort of force, and you arrive and haunted it. The Black Knight pulls your throat. As he reaches down to your arm, he squeezes your hand and pulls your finger backwards. Just at the point that you feel it can go back no further. He lets you go, pushes you forward slightly. Maya and Sonia let their weapons drop to their sides as Duke walks back in. Melisande smiles. Got you a gift. Something to perhaps help you on the road.
We don't want your gift.
Ooh.
Grateful. Reward you for your heroic deeds. Must reward you for your...
Good deeds don't need to be rewarded.
Her husband leans over to you. My, how fairly spoken. Say of us is... Firstly, he takes out a silver mask. Appears to be the eyes of an owl. Puts it on a velvet pillow. Pulls it out. the owl. And secondly, turns to you, Sonia. Perhaps I could commission a piece of work from running.
Is it? No, but I could certainly find a way to produce something for you.
Why, that is a generous offer, but perhaps instead I shall say that when you're, which I'm sure it will, I'll be your first customer. Grandly.
Thank you.
Shan't keep you any longer. I'm sure you are tired. The Duchess leans over and, sure they am, an arduous.
Quickly, can I upon seeing the Duke place that onto the pillow, can I just look closely at his hand to see if he's wearing any sort of ring?
He wears, well, yes, actually, he does wear a single ring. It has a large diamond on the top of it, with the letter G inscribed in gold upon it. You would assume that it's the Galvinian signatory. He also has a wedding band.
Okay.
And the owl mask is out, and he's expecting somebody to take it.
I'm not touching it.
Oh, can I touch it with my mossy hand that I have like over? Like I won't touch it directly. I'll touch it like with the hand that is covered. Like.
As you pick it up, give me an
nice.
Arcana check, Tate.
Oh god, I'm so bad at Arcana. Sure.
Fine.
Oh, 12? I mean, that's
It's
medium.
gonna turn into an owl.
You
It's
don't
gonna
feel
turn-
anything particularly negative from this. It looks quite beautiful. But regardless,
Nice.
you're able to take it. Nico, the Black Knight will over slightly to. Perhaps should take your leave now.
What to him saying perhaps you should take your leave now? I kill him. No. I'll just like turn to everyone like, come on, let's go.
I'm sorry. Can I ask, like, what is this?
The mask
Yeah.
is a iconic creation, House of Frindar. Often used to see when darkness doesn't let you see otherwise. They'd hide your identity.
Okay, thank you very much. It's very pretty.
The Duke sort of nods deeply to you, and you see that Melisande gives a slight curtsy, but at the same time she never lowers her eyes at all. But they are staring straight at me. Been a pleasure. Well, adventure.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you leave, go to the party. Where are we going? What are we doing? What do we say?
The fuck out of this city and possibly to another continent.
This is where
Dane, noble people are good now. They're not gonna be nasty. There's nothing to worry about, they say.
Ugh. Yeah.
We never
I
told
think
anybody.
We didn't tell anyone, did we?
No.
No.
Oh,
thing
we
we
just
did.
killed her son. But apparently she doesn't care about that at all.
I think we should go drop off the ears we collected at the Venturing Guild.
Agreed.
That's a good starting place.
Anybody discussing what's just happened? That sort of discussion.
Maybe we should wait until we're in a private place before we start
Yeah, that's what I
discussing,
was-
like,
Yeah.
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 We're so talking.
Who knows who could be listening in on us?
The
Yeah.
Black Knight's like right behind us.
As you head over to the Adventurers Guild, today it is Vershan on duty. And he's the one who didn't like mages. He sort of takes a nod. Oh, welcome, adventurers, back so soon. Heard of your heroic deeds, do bounties to
Absolutely, we do.
Okay. Do we have any numbers, anyone?
We have 16 orc gears, which I believe it was 15 for the gold, so
Correct.
it was with 1 extra.
Yep. So they'll keep count of the 1 extra, and they'll have 6 gold. Was it 10 gold?
15? I think it was 15.
Thought we needed 20 ears.
20 goblin,
it's-
15 orc.
Oh, okay.
Kind of adventuring guild makes hard monsters as easy as hard as easy monsters, you know.
Yep, 15 gold.
Yay!
You don't have a fresh goblin, don't you? Do? He will nod at you, and well, look forward to seeing you on the leaderboard sometime.
Oh, they have those?
Ah, they're posted in the belching bear. Oh my god.
Right.
Sentence. Yeah, they're up on the wall. I
I want to
believe
look at that.
the branded Brotherhood are currently topping them, though. There'll be a reset tomorrow.
Good to know.
Each month we tot them up. The winner usually gets quite a grand prize. This month it's a sword made by Angiala himself. Sonia, give me a history check with advantage.
Okay. Cool. Not great. Really bad. 7.
You've heard of his works, but as he's not a dwarf, you haven't really paid much attention to what sort of crafts he's done. But you would know him to be a master forgeman. And being that he's elven, you would assume that the sword is of magical nature.
Mhm.
Well, unless you're in need of more work, let you get to it.
Actually, would ask, after clearing the 3 outposts, what type of work do they have available?
Well, there is a hill giant troubling a village on the way away. There is odd news of some disturbances upon the river. Downriver. So, odd news is about all, and the Lady Rosemary insists that somebody tried to facilitate a fall inside her rooms. I believe somebody is trying to terminate her pregnancy.
My goodness.
Oh,
What
wow.
was her name?
Lady Rosemary? Like the herb.
What a lovely name.
I mean, I'll thank him for telling us what quests are available. Then, unless we've come to a decision now on what we want to do, maybe head out for the night.
Okay, so yeah, you're more than welcome to head on home. As you all head on home, I think we shall give you guys a few days of downtime. And then after that, then we shall sort of up from there. Given sort of 4 or 5 days to relax, is there anything specific that Kelaan will be working on?
I think in specific for now, I would spend most of my time, and I know this isn't possible, but because it interests him, he would be studying the scroll that he has, but he'd also be collecting any type of herbs and things like that he could use for his making of tea and writing in his.
Give me an intelligence check.
Why can't I click on it?
I don't know. What?
Second, I'm refreshing my page. There it is. The 10.
Suspense. Excellent. And you live a fairly mediocre and not very bright life. So at that point, you can absorb a little bit, but the only thing you really garner from here is that Caramel's really good at helping you sleep. That's about it. Which you probably should have known anyway. The wizard for that. Is there anything in particular that Sonia would be doing in the downtime?
Yes, Sonia hasn't been keeping up with her training. I think, if possible, she would want to go maybe work with those dwarves we helped. Assist them on our commissions.
Yeah, you'd have to pop up to the blacksmith's guild, and sort of they'd know your master as a blacksmith, and for that reason they'd sort of welcome you in and bring you into the group of dwarves. This music's very ominous, a bit less drastic. Anyway, yeah, they'd welcome you in, and you get a little bit of a opportunity to do some work on some proper dwarven artifacts.
Yeah.
You know, some. One of the most interesting things that you actually took part in was the creation of a new anvil, forge, which required some really, really hot fire forges, dark black metal. You begin to understand a little bit more about what it is to be a blacksmith, not just to do the standard, you know, the actual forge work, and all the things that surround that, all the things that, you know, surround the business, I guess. Yeah, you definitely pick up a little bit more about sort of stuff is normal, I guess, for somebody who owns a forge and set one up.
Fantastic.
Careful music there. The epic drums.
Do you realise where you're posting that?
Oh, I've got a cloak. Don't really care. Anyway, as you are practicing in the blacksmith's forge, I wonder what perhaps Nico has been getting.
Well, after such an eventful day, he probably would have gone home and spoke to his parents about the conspiracy of the Duchess.
Yeah.
And that I may have accidentally put a hit out on them. And that they should be careful when they're playing in taverns and stuff. And I'd tell them about my first renewal with my spirit. It's probably about it.
So in relation to in relation to the renewal with your spirit, your parents are very responsive and interested, and very enthusiastic, and very proud of you for managing it. Going so well. In reaction to the fact that you just told them there's a hit out on them from the Duchess, they sort of look at you and give a little laugh, and it won't be the first time our ways have got us into trouble. I'm sure nothing will come of little old us.
Yeah, but I mean, the Duchess is. I mean, she was upset and an evil god.
Now, Nico, we've always taken risks around important people. We've always told you the truth is far more important. I won't put you at risk by telling the truths that you've given us. Say that I'm sure we can find something to touch her name. Look after ourselves, we always have.
Yeah, but people already give you a weird look because you sing songs about goblin festivals and, you know, other wacky stuff you've done. on your travels. I don't think you need more weird looks from people who support the Duke and Duchess. The Duke's kind of oblivious to who she is.
Men are never quite as oblivious as they say. But the most important thing is that weird looks mean people are paying attention. They're paying attention and telling the right message. Don't worry about us. Let's get along. Besides, might be nice to go travel. For now, we'll stay around. We've got to keep an eye on you, haven't we? Besides, you wouldn't be our son if you weren't getting us into a little bit of trouble. Troublemaking's good, Nico. It's you're trying to oppose the right people.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean I should get other people in danger with me.
Indeed. Some of us are willing to take the risk. It's your friends you'll have to watch out for. We'll let it be known in the Bob circle that the Duchess is still dangerous.
You should watch out. You should watch out for the Black Knight too. He's her henchman.
Say nobody's ever seen his face. That's just enough, isn't it?
Maybe he doesn't have one. That'd make for a good bard song.
Man with no face. Fallen from... No, don't like that. I'll think about it. And at this point, Dane, is there anything you would have been doing in this downtime? Give me a sec. By all means, carry on speaking, I can hear you.
Okay, Dane would have been similar to Sonia. He's been, he does have training he has to get back to, so he's gonna, work on his potion making with Agnes. Try to focus more on like healing potions and that kind of stuff, considering that now we know that, the enemies are only living in town, so yeah, he's gonna try to basically work on his potions, looking for ways to keep his friends safe.
Give me a wisdom check, please.
You got it. Wisdom check. Oh, that is a 9.
9? You weren't taking much in. Agnes was telling all sorts of wonderful things, but Dane was a little distracted by the adventures he's been having and danger of the world around.
Okay. Very nice.
Mai, is there anything you'd be doing in your time off?
Yeah. I have been cooking probably a bit and been fighting, brawling, training around with my brother Fane.
What's Fane like as a person?
He always likes to try to be the top of the pack. He's a little bit rumpy, but he is almost my twin brother.
You sure he's not Corin? But regardless.
You mention it, I've never seen them both in the same room.
I think Corin's a little less furry, but apart from that.
Yeah.
And Mai lives with her parents and her brother?
Yes. She lives with her parents and her 5 brothers.
Right. The day after the happening in Keep, a letter comes from Mai. As you open it, what do you see is a list of the names of your brothers. A black rose. Beneath
This is great.
Beneath that it says, I'm so sorry for what keep safe.
Wow, where was my letter? She's not sorry to
what's
me.
your letter? No.
I don't think she's sorry in the slightest.
I believe I just stare at it and I clamp it with my fist like in my hands. I think I'm shaky. I just look around.
Yeah, for the next couple of days, you get the impression that maybe somebody's watching you occasionally, but you don't actually catch anyone. It just feels a little I'd just like to check at this point with the whole party. Who took that ring she gave you?
Which ring? Oh,
The ring she wanted
Kelaan
to
had it,
plant.
I think.
Yeah, I still have it in a bag in my pocket.
Is he starting to turn into a golem?
Ew.
The ring's doing nothing.
Good.
However, I come to Corin. What has Corin been doing over the last couple of... How's he progressing?
Yeah, so Corn would probably be sticking to the house for a while, sort of near his mom. He'd probably be a bit more tired as the days went on because he'd be staying up later and later as he's working on a certain project of his.
Oh, do tell more.
Yes. So in his room, there's like pieces of scrap metal and such like scattered all over the place. It's very messy. And in the center, there's this metal-like sculpture of a sort of like a bigger cat. It's pretty much a cat, but it's slightly larger. And it's got like metal plating all along it. The tail's decently long. And Corin's been infusing magic into each piece as he's been slowly putting it together. And late one night, he's putting the last piece in, which is this heart-shaped one. He's infusing a lot of magic into it, and he sort of fits it into the chest. And from there, all throughout the sculpture, all along the cracks start to glow with magic. As it sort of like the light slowly fades, it starts to creak and move. As in a sense, it sort of comes to life.
And what? I mean, you mentioned a cat form, right?
Yes.
Is it modeled after anything or anyone in particular, or any type of what sort of cat? Is this a house cat? Is it a
Yeah,
tiger?
it's based off a house cat. That's the only type of cat that Corn's really seen.
Yep. And what sort of size is it? Is it big enough for him to sort of look up to?
Yes. So it's actually kind of like slightly taller than Corn himself.
Yep.
So he has to sort of look like, I'd say the head is like slightly above his own. So he has to sort of look up to it, and it looks down at him. And I should have mentioned, like, the eyes are made of glass and out of a green glass, and they're slightly lit up. And as it looks at him, it just sort of nuzzles him in the face.
Aww.
Sorry, beautiful. And does it have a name?
Yes. Its name is Oma, our magnificent ally.
Lovely. Omar, you said.
Yes, O-M-A.
Ah, I
Aw.
see. Sounds brilliant. Yeah, at that point, obviously this is part of your artificer's standard abilities.
Yes.
You, it's going to feel like quite a lot of accomplishment, I think, Corin, right?
Yeah, this would honestly feel like his first real accomplishment, because he has a track record of trying and not exactly succeeding a lot of the time.
Yeah, no, I think that's fair. And I think also it's been a work of a long, steady progress, right? As opposed to perhaps sometimes I think maybe Corin might get excited about a specific thing and sort of go at it and then give up a little bit down the way, whereas this is something he's really stuck at, right?
Yeah, this has been a project of about a year.
I think we should be very proud of us. Forward to seeing Oma in battle. But for now, we'll resume 5 or 6 days later. as we come to sort of a moment outside the tavern where you all group up, and maybe you feel like it's time to get back on the road, carry on with things. Just to summarize, you had a job to deal with a giant out to the west, or to perhaps head downriver to the southeast. You also, of course, could escort the circus. That job would take place tomorrow. Sorry, today even. If you wanted to group up to escort the circus, then that would be something to do. Obviously, more pursuit could be made of certain other quests that you've had, but or you could return to Ascalon to attempt to take down the Black Sword.
Oh boy.
Did we get our commissions during this time?
Yes, you will have done. That's what we've been waiting for. So if you had something commissioned. Yeah, Sonia, I think the problem was when you said to me you're not proficient in heavy armor. Although you are proficient in heavy armor, I believe we talked about half plate. Not plate.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just noticed there was a plate in your cart. Half plate is what you're looking for.
Half plate.
Yeah, for now.
Got it.
What could we get commissioned?
You were offered any single piece of weapon or armor, or you may have a gold piece.
It's regular armor.
As opposed to...
Like, armor of gleaming.
Well, I don't know why Nico would be particularly interested in armor, but yes, regular armor. You are aware that your armor could also go down if you put armor on.
Oh, yeah, shit. Oh, yeah, then I don't really need anything, do I?
No, you mentioned this last time and ended up taking the gold piece. Yeah. You may now take said gold piece. If I'm correct, the people that had something commissioned were... Dane, did you commission a shield? Is that correct?
No.
I don't know.
You got
I have
armor,
one.
right?
I commissioned armor, but I just put it in my inventory and it may be too heavy for me, so we'll see.
Well, when you put it on, you can half the weight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, armor that you wear only weighs half the weight of armor that you are carrying along.
Okay,
Did
yeah.
anybody else commission a piece they're using? Corin? Commission armor you're now wearing?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
also half plate. Breastplate.
I got breastplate.
And yeah, Sonia in the half plate. Corallan and Mai with the 1 gold, right?
Yeah, I took the gold.
Right, fantastic. Well, I think we'll take just a momentary break, just so that the party can... Or do you perhaps wish to discuss in character what you wish to do next?
Sure. I
Yep.
wanted to at least look at that leaderboard in the tavern before we went.
That could be interesting.
I think that may have been something that's happened over the last few days, so I can sort of sum up how that looks. You're sitting in the tavern one evening, the group of you, perhaps over some meat and potatoes and an ale. And as you look up to the leaderboards, it's the last day of the month, and you see that the Branded Brotherhood are at the top. There is the Crimson Blade, there is the Order of the Shattered Helm, and there is the Dragon Riders, some of the other groups that you see up there. There are quite a few groups, so there's a sort of you see your own name, sort of 12th place, and all that is given is a number of points. However, if you ask anyone around, they will inform you that a Goblin ear gives a single point, an Orcish ear gives 2 points, a Giant's ear gives 4 points. And things like Wyvern's eyes and Beholder eyes and other sort of dragon's claws, not that anybody ever brings those in, a giant's ear, are all worth higher amounts of points, and over the course of a month you can accrue as many points as possible.
And how much does bringing back 30 plus slaves, how many points is that?
None.
Ah,
Unfortunately, these are the bounty boards, not the how well are we doing as adventurer boards. They are simply for bounties brought in. So these are, for the most part, beasts and monsters, and goblin kind that cause trouble. And a single goblin brought down is less trouble for the area. So
should we go monkey around with the circus, or should we go help that village?
that was getting bothered by the giant.
Yeah.
That's my votes for the giant too.
Yeah, I agree. Also, are we good with everything that's we've discovered these past few days?
It's concerning. Yeah.
I don't want to think about it.
I don't know what we can do about it
Okay.
even.
Yeah, I'm a little scared. I just, Okay, that's okay. We don't know what to do. I just wanted to, because
I
are
think we're
we
all on
safe here?
the same
Do we
page.
think
Yeah.
are we safe in this town?
Well, we could probably kill her. What would you do if she was dead? Nothing.
No.
See how she
I mean,
manhandled those people?
She's kinda stronger than us.
Whatever.
yeah, no, and she's also like the Duchess. I mean, if we just go kill her, I think people wouldn't understand what's going on,
You're right.
Then
They would just see
Yeah.
us traitors.
Yeah, besides the last time you stood in front of her, she got you to put your own dagger to your throat, so...
Listen, Nico, I don't want to fight with you right now. Don't. Sonya was in there too.
Don't bring me up. That was a fluke. I was tired.
Okay. Okay, so
Yeah, you
should we
just needed to
maybe-
get some sand out of your eye with your hammer, Sonya.
As you're all discussing this, you notice Kelan's gone very quiet. Because last night, Kelan, and again this morning, you heard that whisper. Found the ring. Could even do it. Repetitively, you hear Melisandre's whisper. He's going to sleep and he's waking up. Sir. But at this moment, as you're considering the group, just hear this little into your ear. Could be something. How's Kelan feeling as
Tormented. However, I think, and back as if trying to project my thoughts towards her. Even though I don't really know how she's communicating with me at this point. I mean,
No, you most definitely don't. Even in your research of magic, it's not something you've really come across. The ability to just enter your thoughts at will. That's impossible.
I'll repetitively at the suggestion she's given me, as much as I possibly can in my head to steal my will, I'll remember to repeat to myself that is the way that I want to become famous. That is the way I want to bring glory and honor to my bloodline.
I have a question for Kelan. That's not me asking in character.
Yep.
Do you ever think about throwing the ring away?
Well, I will say that, Kelan, there have been times that this has happened to you while you're lying in bed at night. The ring not that close to you.
Yeah, I would assume that it isn't connected to the ring purely off the fact that it is close to me. I think she's just using her magic.
Okay, so for now, okay, giant. It sounds like we wanna go giant hunting.
Yeah.
Let's make our way up the leaderboard.
Excellent. Okay, so as you get to the little the giant is rumored to be up to the northwest. There is a little village here. Yenlon. Yenlon is a small village. It's a small farmer's village. Fairly pleasant. And it's the mayor of Yenlon who. Apparently rocks were tossed at the and a young woman was taken. Be the work of a giant. The travel there doesn't take too long. It's 3 or 4 hours. But as you travel along, sitting in the cart,
James.
yeah.
Thought I was going on break.
No, I was going to give you a break to discuss where you were going to go if you wanted to out of character. Do you need 5?
Yeah,
Okay, cool. Right, we'll be back in 5.
I really need to pee.
Hello and welcome back to the second Darkness Over Kelaan. So just before we left off, we were riding the rickety cart down towards the valleys, headed towards Yenlon, where they've been reporting trouble of a giant. Okay, as you Sonia, as you drive the cart, can you give me an animal handling check, please, while Dane gives me a perception check?
Right.
Well, that's
That's
just...
I'm gonna stop rolling on here.
So, Dane shouts out, "Stop! Quickly!" As you attempt to pull on the reins. Nico, roll me a D100, please. Or what is it? Road.
Teen.
Art is... Yeah.
Oh
Well,
no.
that's just brilliant. Okay. So, you, I'm gonna need a second. Mr. Dane, you notice that there are a few people on the road, ahead of you. Appear to have their... as you attempt to swerve the guy in the very center of the road, unfortunately you tip over sideways and the cart, the cart falls over to the side. Each of you fall out. You take a couple of... Take 3 bludgeoning damage each.
Damn it.
And you notice that a strange wedge-like contraption has lifted in the road, knocked the cart over. You are all spilled out prone and must roll initiative in a moment. Don't roll yet.
I start swearing.
Kelaan is on his knees in pain, almost dead.
Almost dead.
So, I'm not in the cart. I'm riding Oma.
Could I also choose not to be in the car?
I'm gonna say that even riding Oma, the cart is tipped in a way that where you were riding alongside, it has knocked you sideways too.
Oh no! Did Oma get hurt?
Maybe. Please roll initiative. Find out. There are 2.
Total.
You know what,
18.
Josh? That's an incredible idea. And
Huh?
What?
you asked me a question in a DM.
Oh, right, yeah.
Idea.
I don't know how that exactly would work, but...
Me neither, but it sounds like a great idea. Also, what I didn't tell you is, Oscar, during the break, Josh disclosed that his campaign goal for Nico is to slap Kelaan.
No, I said...
He told me that before the first session.
I said I can't wait for the moment where we find out Karalan's true side and I get to punch him in the face.
Anyway,
To be
so as the
honest-
cart rolls to its side, you find yourself ensconced in a simple moment of banditry. A bandit comes running up beside you, running his sword alongside Sonia. Sonia, that is a 15 to hit you?
No, not anymore.
Ooh, brutal.
Get that
That's
get that out of
beautiful.
here.
Okay. Moving up towards Kelaan, the captain or one of the captains swings at you. That is a 6 to hit you. Wow. That's a nice hit, isn't it? The next one comes out at Corin. I rolled that with advantage, by the way, because you're prone. Mr. Corin, that is a 22 to hit you.
Oh, that hits.
Dealing 4 piercing damage. A dagger swings out at you. That is a 10 to hit.
No, it doesn't hit me.
What are these rolls? An archer shoots his bow at Nico. That is a 17 to hit you.
Yeah.
Okay, that will deal 9 piercing damage. Good God, that was damage. You noticed one of the archers changes form as his body combobulates. And he turns into a large black bear as one of the bandits at the back is in a spellcasting motion. Seemingly he's turned his friend into a bear. Make that what you will. Ooh, back again, swinging his dagger at Sonya. That's a 17 to hit you, Sonya.
Damn. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, that is... Oh my god, that's the wrong weapon. 3 piercing damage. And you are up.
Hey.
I will sort out the things on the screen in a second.
Actually, I think I'm up. Because I have a +3 to my initiative because it's intelligence.
Ah, thank you. Yep, I always forget about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, Corin, you're up.
Yes, Corin.
Yeah.
Just to confirm, you are all... The only person who is not prone right now is... what's the fucking wolf's name? Night Eyes.
Aww.
Hey, baby.
Nearly done. Was riding up by the side. So those are correct. It's smaller? No, I can't. Oh my god. I was not expecting to roll this particular card today and on. But hey, what's a fight without some fun? We've got...
Okay, so it sounds like it's gonna be a hard fight, but hey guys, we can do it. We've already killed a demon son.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, E4 is an archer. E1 and 2 look like brothers, and they're both got a scimitar and a dagger in their hand. And E3 seems a bit more large and in charge, I guess. And at the back, B is the guy who casted the spell, who turned E2 into a bear. Sorry, Corin, you're up.
Yes. So both me and Omar are prone?
Yes, so half your movement speed together.
Okay. Yeah, so both get up,
Oh,
get
sorry,
back on.
Let me put a +1 down for you. For Omar. Or are you riding him?
I'm riding him.
Okay, while you're riding him, I'll keep him separate. Can he force rend while you're riding him? I don't see any reason why not. Yeah, sure. Go ahead. As you were.
Yep, so we both get up. I hop back on him. So can move 20 feet.
You have a 40
Yeah,
foot
so-
of movement speed? Or he has 40 foot of movement speed?
Yeah, he has 40 feet of
Oh, that's
movement.
great.
Yeah, so I'll get up to E1.
Yeah, please bear in mind that if you are riding him, you will never be flanking with him, yeah?
Yeah.
In general, but you are currently flanking. He will not benefit from the flanking.
Yep, so I'll make a strike with my short sword. Woo. 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
Yeah. For 7.
Oh, okay, yeah, you sort of slash down with him, and you see that he really wasn't wearing much armor. He was sort of cloth wrapped, and he appears to be in a lot of pain. He was wounded.
Oh, and yeah, bonus action, Oma will attack.
Mm-hmm. And how does this appear? Your cat-based metal mount. What sort of attack does it make?
So yeah, he'll be making a like a claw slash out.
Slashing up with a claw.
Yeah.
That'll
19.
hit.
Woo. Dealing 4 force damage.
The first kill for Oma. As slashing down, you see the metal-based claw rip through the cloth-covered chest of the bandit, and obviously catches something very important as the bandit sort of shudders to a stop and falls to the ground dead. Does that conclude your turn?
Yeah, and as Oma does that claw, he like reels his head up and tries to do like a cat lion roar, but it just comes out as a mule.
Mai, you're up.
Yes, okay, so who was supposedly the caster that turned E2
The
into
bee.
a bear? The bee, okay.
The boss.
Is he more or less than 60 feet away from us?
Oh, way less. That's 5, 10, 15,
Oh.
20, 25, 30, 35. These are
Okay.
5-foot squares.
Okay, cool.
That's a very good job,
So...
So sweet.
Yes. Yeah, I'd like to cast Dissonant Whispers on him.
That is a wisdom save, correct?
Yeah, wisdom save.
Are you guys seeing the rolls? You're not, are you? Let me make sure. It was... That's a nat 20 for 25, I'm afraid. There you go. Can you see the rolls? There's my nat 20.
Alright, well then, nothing
damage?
happens.
You take half damage, no?
Oh right, he does take half damage.
He just doesn't move away and he doesn't take the full amount of the damage.
Gotta... I'm so bad. Hold on.
I don't see how much it is.
Yeah, because I'm doing the rolls, Iril.
That's fine.
So that's 12, and that's halved, so that's 6
Takes 6
damage.
psychic damage.
Yes.
Right. Any bonus action?
I mean, I guess I get up from the floor.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's just half your movement speed.
Yeah. I don't know what else I could do, so...
Bardic Inspiration, Healing Word, I think we're only 2 bonus actions, right?
How much health does Kelaan have?
Well, the point is that Corallan's only missing 3 HP. Corin, on the other hand, is looking rather wounded.
Okay. Then I'll use Healing Word on Corin. See, 4.
Thank you.
So that's 3.
3.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not quite sure how you only have 8 HP. Have you just forgotten to roll?
We only rolled once. Did we roll twice?
I'm assuming so. Nico has 33 hit points.
How do you have so
only
many?
supposed to only told us to roll
we give you the
once.
one
I think
roll?
Nico rolled it. Yeah, I think Nico rolled at 12. I think that's what happened. Nico rolled really well. I
Okay,
think he
so
rolled
it's
full
24
that
plus
one
the-
time we.
A 3. We'll have to have... Yeah, no, if you've got a +3 to con, that makes sense. Okay. Well, in that case, yeah, I will... Well, let's see what happens. Does that conclude your turn, Mike?
Yes.
Oh, dang, you're up.
You're muted.
You're muted.
That's Dane, you're muted. I can't hear anything you're saying.
Thank you. Okay. Yeah. I'll kind of like get up with my little stick and I'm afraid, obviously, this was great, so I'm like, ah! And my mushrooms explode as I cast Wither and Bloom.
Okay.
So, let's see.
E3, yeah?
No, this is an area of effect, so it catches both E2 and E3. They have to make,
Yeah, I just said, yeah, E2 and E3.
yeah, Constitution saving throws.
Not 20. That is a 19 and a 21.
Okay, they both take 5 necrotic damage.
Okay.
And who? Okay, Corin got healed, right? Is Corin looking good now?
Yeah, ish.
Nobody's looking
Okay,
great,
then I'll gi-
but
I'll give it to. Who should I give it to? Oh my god, nobody's looking great, huh? I'll give it to Nico's looking rough, right? Yeah, Nico got a full damage before he raged, so he should be looking rough.
Mhm.
I'll give it to
Oh, yes.
Nico.
I mean, he's still got more HP than any of you, but yeah, he's...
Yeah, but he's our frontliner, so I want to keep him strong. And Nico, you can roll a hit die, and whatever you get, you add to that a +4, and then you can heal for that amount.
So D12
So
plus
that we
4 healing.
I give Nico a 1d12 +4 healing.
7 HP.
Thank you.
Dane, does that conclude your turn?
And as a bonus action, because we can cast this. Yeah, my stick is gonna start to get mossy as I cast Shillelagh as a bonus action.
Okay, and Night Eyes?
And Night Eyes is gonna come from behind and attack E3.
Okay, it should be mentioned that after you wither and bloomed, E2 returned to being a humanoid. He stopped being a bear.
Oh, good.
Sorry, he's
Very good to
behind
know.
to attack E3, yeah? Yeah, please roll for
Yep.
advantage.
Oh, I will in a moment. I don't. I'll roll it in a second. Because D&D Beyond decided to start being weird for some weird reason. Yeah, okay, here it is. Oh, with advantage. So that's a 6, that misses. Let's see if the advantage saves this. That's a 13 plus 4, so yeah, that probably hits. That's a 17.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and he has to make the strength saving throw.
He gets a 10 in his strength save.
And that misses. So, you said.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that misses, so
Not prone.
he takes...
Takes...
Well, he takes a lot. He takes 9 damage.
Nice. Good.
9 damage and is knocked prone.
Does that conclude his turn?
That is Night Eyes.
Kelaan, you're up.
Seeing that the spellcaster is no longer concentrated on the spell, you'll see 3 beads of arcane form up into my hand as I shoot them all at the caster in the back.
Yeah, you can give me an Arcana check there. Before you fire that off.
That's a natural 1.
Right, that's exactly what you think. Carry on.
That'll be a total of 12 damage.
And that's all to the spellcaster, yeah?
Yeah.
Looks unfazed. Any bonus action, Carlin?
No.
Nico, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna run up to the spellcaster.
25 foot?
Mm-hmm. And then I'm gonna bonus action rage as lightning whips around me. He needs to make a dex save as he gets jolted in the shoulder.
16?
Okie dokie. So he will take half of 5 lightning damage. I think. Yeah. Okay, and then I am going to I'm gonna recklessly attack him.
Yep.
Thank God, because that was a 2. Okay, does an 18 hit?
Yep.
Nice. And that's 8, but I'm gonna Savage Attacker to reroll the damage. I'll stick with the 8. I'll take 8 damage. Yeah, you can choose. Well, no, 8. That will be 8. That'll be 10. Yeah.
Rage damage. Okay. That concludes your turn.
Yeah.
E3 is going to swing at Dane. That's a nat 20 for 25 to hit you.
Yep, I'll
Roll
do
that
it.
roll. Crit damage. Oh, great. 8 crit damage.
Ouchie. And as he hits me, he has to make a con saving throw.
That's a 7.
Fails, so he takes a whole 1 damage.
Okay, and that's a 16 to hit you with a dagger.
Me?
Yeah, and
That hits. Yep.
is 7 damage.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Oh damn. I mean, I'm still up.
James?
Yeah.
Sorry, when I regained some health, I forgot that I have durable, so can I add the difference?
It's 1.
It
Rolled
wasn't.
a 3.
Yeah, the minimum I regain from a roll is 6.
Oh, is it 6? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay. E2 is going to take a slash at Sonia.
Great.
16 to hit.
That hits.
6 damage. Sonia, you're up.
Great. I'm gonna stand up. First of all. I'm going to I think I'm gonna cure wounds on Dane.
Okay.
Yeah. That is only 4 healing. I think that's all I can do.
A bonus action? Oh,
Besides
if
a
you have
spell.
action, it's a spell. Yeah, no, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. That brings us to E4. E4 is going to take a shot at Nico as he sees him attacking the ball. Nico, that's 16 to hit you.
Yep.
And that is 3 damage.
After 1.
Yep. And then you see the spellcaster in front of you raise his hands. He will. Oh, that's a hell of an advantage, isn't it? How am I doing it? And your guys' rolls. As you are hit by a blast of force, doing 16 force damage, and you are pushed 10 feet backwards.
I don't suppose that provokes opportunity attack.
On you, maybe. He will do Misty Step.
Oh no.
And use him reappear over here. Okay, that brings us to Corin.
yeah. So, Corin and Omar are gonna run up to E4. Now I'm gonna make a attack with my short sword at it.
Yep.
19 to hit.
Battle hit.
Woo! Yeah. Full 10. 10 damage.
You bring him to his knees with damage.
Yep, and then bonus action, Oma's gonna make a force swipe at him. 8.
Okay, he's dead. Beautiful. Omar with the 2 kills this fight. Lovely. And does that conclude your turn?
Yes.
Fantastic. Why? What are you doing?
Yeah, so I'm going to cast Chatter, I think.
Okay. I just realized last turn I let you cast 2 spells in 1 turn. In future, that isn't actually possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't know why I let you do that. But anyway,
I don't
Shatter hitting. What's the range hit? 20 foot?
No, it's 10 foot, but I can put it wherever I want. So I want to put it so it only hits.
Either B and E2 or E2 and E3.
I want to hit E2 and E3, and I want to have it so it's out of the way, so it doesn't
Yeah,
hurt
hit him
Shadow.
once.
Yeah.
Yep. So that is a con save for both of them.
Yes.
That is another nat 20. Anybody else want my dice?
God. Yes.
Yeah, that is sick. And E2 will make a con save at 12.
12 is just enough.
The con save's 12.
Yeah.
Roll your damage, please.
Okay. So that is. I will just do the same for both of them.
Yeah, it is always the same for both of them.
Yeah, unless one fails and the other one doesn't.
And then we can just half it.
Yes. Oh wow, I'm getting good rolls now. Okay. Okay, and that's a bad one. I shouldn't have said anything. So that is about 8 damage for all of them. That's halved. So I got 17.
You got 17? Okay, cool.
Yes.
E2 is dead.
Yay.
As you see, he claps his hands over his ears, but a moment too late. He collapses to the ground with blood running out his eyes. E3, however, sort of looks at you like, what are you doing? Does that conclude your turn, or are you inspiring anyone today?
I guess I'll inspire Sonya.
Okay,
Thank
lovely.
Inspire Sonya.
Dane, what?
Okay. Dane is gonna look at E3 and just be like, oh, you really shouldn't have done that, and yeah, Demos is gonna start spreading around his body as he activates his Formous Spores.
Okay.
Because yeah, I don't want to run around with HP. And then as an action, he's gonna try to hit E3.
Okay. Melee attack.
We're flanking, right?
No. You're both to the side of him. Night Eyes gets advantage on pack tactics, but you do not get advantage.
Oh, okay. Oh, that is a 10. I'll use my inspiration before I forget it again.
Yeah.
Let's wait. Does a 10 do it? No, it doesn't.
I'm not going to tell you that until you reroll with advantage. That you would use your inspiration.
Okay. 24. There we go.
That'll hit.
Yeah.
For 9 damage plus 1d4 plus 2, so 11 damage total.
Okay. Does that conclude your turn then?
Action, bonus action. Yep, that concludes
Night
my
Eyes?
turn. Night Eyes is gonna attack him again. Come on, my beautiful baby, kill him. 15 for 6 damage.
15 will hit. 6 damage. Cool.
Oh, he has to do the strength
14
saving throw.
for the save.
And that passes.
Cool. Kelaan, you're up.
Turning my eyes to see where the boss Misty stepped to. I'm going to gather 3 rays of fire in my hand and tell our short dwarf that they might want to cover their head a little bit as I shoot 3 scorching rays over the top of her towards the boss.
Absolutely fine.
First one will miss. Second one's a 16. And the third one is a 16.
Okay, they both hit.
The second one will do 8, and the third one will do 8 as well. So that's 16 damage total.
He appears to be minorly wounded.
And that will be my turn.
Fantastic. Nico, you're up.
Yeah, I'm gonna run up to Big Boss Man,
Okay.
and he needs to make a dex save. As another zap of lightning hits him.
Yep, sorry, I'm
No.
currently looking for a counter. Alright.
Yeah.
Ignore that roll. Actually, I can use the dice of it. So it is a 2 plus 6, 8.
So that is a big 4 lightning damage.
Yep.
And then I'm going to recklessly attack again. That is a 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
Nice. And I'm gonna savage attack. And yeah, I'll take that 14, please.
Okay, he appears to be wounded.
14 slashing damage right across his stomach.
So he's half health-ish. That
Cool.
concludes your turn.
Yeah.
Okay, E3 is going to keep wailing on Dane with his first attack.
Oh, wait, first he has to make a Constitution saving throw.
Nat 20 for 22.
Goodness.
Nice, a good job
That's
that didn't
like
hit you with
20
his weapon. It is like...
You need to
Eight, nat
put those
20.
dice down, okay?
I'm rolling in front of you guys, so if I start rolling real dice, then, well, when I tell you I've got 7 nat 20s, you'll think I'm trying to kill you. Regardless.
He takes 2
2 damage,
necrotic
okay.
damage
That is
then.
cool. Imagine that killed him. It didn't. Okay, that is a
No!
20 to hit you, Dane.
Are you
The
kidding?
dagger.
Yep.
For... sorry, let me just roll. 9 damage.
Okay, I'm
I'm
gonna
still
use my instant ward to reduce that damage.
Okay.
But I'm gonna roll
Yep.
physical die because my
D&D Beyond dice are quite good, in my opinion.
that is 4 damage. It's reduced by.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you take 5 damage, Dave. And for your interfering, Sonia, he will
take
swing at you. That's an 18 to hit you.
That's fine. Yes.
You'll take 7 slashing damage. That
Okay.
concludes his turn. Sonia, you're up.
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna take that disrespect. So I'm gonna go to E3, attack him with my warhammer with
Yep.
advantage. I assume.
Yes. If you take a step to the right.
Yes.
Okay, you are now flanked.
Right up in his grill.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, even with advantage, I got an 8, but I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
13.
You rerolled with advantage, yeah?
I rolled with advantage at first, and I got an 8 total.
And then you rerolled with advantage.
Oh no, I used the bardic inspiration from.
Oh, sorry,
from
that
Mark.
inspiration.
So yeah, plus 5, so 13 to hit.
13 will hit.
Yay!
Sorry, I thought you meant
So-
DM inspiration.
Yeah.
No,
So I use
don't do
my. For 9.
Oh, whack! The
damage.
sound of his head. He is severely wounded.
I wanted to also smite him
You can do
because I'm
that?
very. As a bonus action, Searing Smite.
Ah, that sort of smite. Yep.
Yes.
Go on, bish away.
Yeah, because I've had enough. That is a D6. Yes. For 4 more damage.
He is severely wounded.
And he's on fire.
And he's on fire. Great. He's having a great day.
That
okay.
is
That
my
concludes your
turn. Yeah.
Brilliant. Have a little gander. What are you going to okay. The boss, sorry, is going to throw a dagger towards Sonia. But Sonia, just before this dagger hits you, it disappears from existence, and instead, see the boss form in front of you.
I hate that.
At this point, I need Sonia and Dane and Night Eyes and Mai and Corallin to make a dex save, please.
Okay. 15.
Okay. If you got a 15 or above, you will take 3 what damage? 3 cold damage. And you will take another dex save when you start your turn in there. If you got below a 15, you will take no damage.
Okay, cool.
What?
Other way round,
Wait,
sorry.
what?
If you get a 15 or above, you
Wait,
take
what?
no damage, and if you get below a 15, you will take 7 damage, cold damage.
What? Oh,
Oh,
okay.
all right,
Sorry,
I'm down.
Oh.
Yeah,
Hey.
I misread the spell. I thought it was
Yeah.
half damage on a save.
Oh, man.
I am down.
Oh, good. You're not dead?
Was it?
Oh,
Oh,
a shame. So it's 7 cold damage if you got below a 15 and 0 cold damage if you got above a 15.
Okay,
Okay.
okay. I was like, wait,
Yeah,
what?
sorry. And Corin, you're up.
Yeah, seeing that, Corn's gonna shout out like,
So just bear
Yo.
in mind, from Sonya downwards in a 20-foot cube is flaming tentacles of blue coming out of the ground.
fun.
But you can still approach the back of the boss without any problems.
Yeah, that's what me and Omar are gonna do.
Great. Wander on over there. Why don't you? Back away.
Yeah. 23.
That'll hit. You will make a con save to maintain concentration. You do 28 damage. I didn't. Okay.
Damn it.
Any bonus
And that-
action?
Yeah, almost attacking.
yeah.
Nice.
Nat 20.
Nice.
Oh, finally. Woo.
Oh, and he got a 5 on his con save. So that big blue flame scary shit just stopped.
Let's see. So 2d8 plus 2.
Nice.
So
That's a good
10
hit.
force.
Yeah, Omar is not to be trifled with.
No.
The boss is severely wounded. Does that conclude your turn?
Yes. Yes.
Mai, you're up.
Yes, it is my turn. I'll move up to where Corin's at, to the side of the boss.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll try to fuck him up with my short sword.
You fuck him up. Go on. Advantage, please. Go with.
Okay. Okay, so that is 18. That's
That'll
the
hit.
hit. Okay, Pog. Then let's roll the damage. That's 5 damage.
Nice. He is very close to dead. Any bonus action?
Who has the least health right now?
You.
Me. Okay.
Corrallin
Corrallin is
unconscious.
down.
Corrallin's
I don't.
down.
Yeah, but it's Corrallin. I mean, just.
I have 4.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, well then
It's cool.
I'm gonna heal Sonya.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, my D4 is not wanting me today. That's 3 health.
Thank you.
Oof. Dane, you are up.
Okay, oh my god, everything has gone. Nobody brought Corral, so Corallin's still down,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. He's fine.
he's having a lie down. How about it?
I mean, okay. Well, what? Let me check. Yeah, no. Does this work with unconscious people? Let me check.
Does what work with unconscious people?
Wither and Bloom, I may
Yep.
cast it again just because, you know, Dane would want to heal Corallin as soon as possible.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Oh, yep. Once
Provided
again,
he has a
my
hit die to
mushrooms-
spend, you can heal him.
And my mushrooms are gonna explode, and the spores are gonna go into the boss. Oh no, wait. Oh no, because wait, let me do some math. Yeah, you can get you can get all of them. Okay, so yeah, I need the boss. I need 3 to make Constitution saving throws.
Can you do that without forcing Sonya to make a con save?
Yep, I get to choose who
You get
makes
to
it.
choose. Okay, great.
Yay.
Yeah, it's one of these new spells. I'm not 100% sold on it. 19 for Boss Man Boss. And 19 for Boss Man 2.
Yep, they both succeed, so they take
staring
only
at my dice like, what the fuck?
they take
Something's
3
going on here.
damage.
Okay, well, 3 is enough to kill E3. That's nice.
Ooh, okay, my spores go into his nose, and you just see him start to choke as
Ugh.
Yeah, he just chokes on my spores. And Kelaan, you get to use your hit dice and roll it at a 4 to it, and you have that health.
I'm cool.
So yeah, as the spore, like, it's weird. Although some spores of mine seem to just kill one of the guys, others seem to have healing properties and go into Kelaan.
Yeah, good.
And
Regeneration of life.
yep, and there's just like the boss left, so I'll move to help. Yeah, I'll move to the boss with my stick, like,
Yep.
next time.
Night Eyes.
Yep, and Nidus is gonna go kill the boss. I mean, attack the boss.
Let's find out.
Let's see,
Advantage.
maybe.
5-man flanking. Sorry, Jay, do you want to say something? Did I cut you off?
No.
Oh, okay. What was on you? Okay, never mind. Go ahead, Tom.
8 damage to the boss. I mean,
Does it
16
hit?
to hit. Does 16 hit, first of all? 8 damage.
Can't. Yeah, that will 8 damage. Okay, cool. That's nothing.
Yep, kiss success.
Kelaan, you're up.
Spores enter my body, and I magically just rise up from the unconscious state that I was currently in, was previously in. You'll see 3 beads of, huh?
You'll counterspell it.
I guess
He's
it's
trying
my
to
turn.
stay alive here, right? So I couldn't do anything about the hit. He's trying to live.
Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Good. That made me happy. I wanted to kill you, or at least counterspell you. Nico, you're up.
Okay, so oh my goodness, I can't believe you just did that.
This is the last spell slot. Why the fuck not?
Can I attack?
Yeah. You can attack over.
Wiggle on in there.
You can
Okay,
attack over.
I was just gonna boomerang, but all right then.
You can boomerang if you prefer.
Well, no, it's fine. If I can swing
Yeah,
with
you
my
can definitely
sword.
get in there, and you will roll with advantage, which you wouldn't have done with the boomerang.
Well, before that, he needs to make a dex save, as he gets zapped.
Is this what kills him?
I hope so.
That's a 23.
Okay, that's 3 already halved.
Describe his crispy tomato.
Okay, so you just see Nico like look up to the sky as clouds like they darken, and then he just gets zapped by lightning, and his body just fries and drops down to the ground. And his hair's like frizzled and burnt. He's like a bald bitch now.
He might be bold, but he was holding some cool loot. So, as he dies, let's tell you some of that cool loot. This was a really special fight. So I'm really actually very amazed that you guys have pulled through this. Full disclosure, this is a CR5 fight. You guys are level 3. It is a severely deadly encounter. And not only that, but you have the HP of level 2s, sorry. So yeah, big scary. No, however, two things do happen. The first thing is you may roll HP for your 3rd level. The second thing is you may have a look at the loot as you find a strange pouch on hip, a dagger on his side, a strange cloak and amulet around, a ring upon his finger. So, the ring upon his finger is a Blue River ring. No, it's not. Sorry, wrong enemy. Wrong enemy. Ignore that completely. Not a Blue River ring. That's went. Where is it? That's the one. Is a ring of water walking.
Ooh.
The cloak is faceless cloak. The dagger is a blink dagger. So the dagger states that you can teleport the dagger to your hand. You may also throw it and teleport to it. I'm not going to home refresh one. It was a mistake in the typing. That's I just want to make that clear. He threw it and then he teleported to where he threw the dagger. So basically you can use it to teleport 30 feet as an action. And the pouch is a bag holding. Really hoped you early, but congratulations. It is a bag of holding. And if you dig down deep inside the bag of holding, you will find that there is a fairly decent selection of components. There is 3 gold pieces, 6 silver. I think it's Sonia writing this down, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
3 gold,
fantastic.
6 silver.
3 gold, 6 silver. 2, I want to call them Kalim shites. That's what they're called. They're not called Kalim shites, I know that much. They are... carnelians. 2 carnelians. Each one is worth 15 silver pieces.
Each?
Yep, 15 silver pieces each.
Okay.
And lastly, inside you appears to be an almost endless supply of empty glass vials. Oh no. At first estimation, you reckon there's at least 30 in. Perhaps more. I think Dane might be happy. Just be careful you don't rattle them around too much. So congratulations. On the other bandit captain, you will find a single longsword. A leather armor. Other than that, the loot is all fairly useless, except for a quiver of 20 arrows. So 20 arrows and a longsword and leather armor. A blink dagger, a faceless cloak, a ring of water walking, a bag of holding, and the items mentioned inside the bag of holding.
Do we know what the faceless cloak does?
Yeah, I mean, it will. If you search faceless cloak, D&D Beyond will give you a wonderful description. However, I will read it out for the purpose of other people. The faceless cloak, there are several known versions of this hooded cloak. Some look plain and common, but this one, however, is deep purple with a gold trim and is quite beautiful. When the hood is raised, a minor illusion appears which hides the wearer's face in total darkness. The wearer can see out with no penalties, but only true sight or other magical means of seeing through illusions can penetrate the hood's darkness. Coupled with the owl mask, you now have 2 ways of completely hiding your identities.
Except
Magical
we don't
signature.
trust the mask.
Yeah, true.
Don't trust it.
But those are things that are things. Yeah, congratulations. I really didn't expect to get that encounter. That involved me rolling a nat 20 at my end on your original. Obviously, that encounter is now locked out, so if we ever get it again, we will reroll. But cool. As we make our way along the road, we'll ask for no further checks as you approach the inland. Sorry. You see a few farmhouses dotted around, a couple of chicken coops. One person appears to have a goat tethered outside their home, and one man appears to be ushering 6 pigs along the path. He raises his hand in greeting to you. Hey, good day there. How to help you?
Hi. We
Yeah,
heard you had a giant problem.
I can't say I've got a giant problem. Perhaps you want to talk to the mayor?
Oh, can you tell us where we might find the mayor?
Pretty hard to miss, lass. Just head straight along the path. You'll see a big building down on the right. It's the only building that looks a little grand in these parts. We like to try and keep things a little more humble, if you know what I mean.
Okay. Well,
You are looking
thank you.
mighty
Quick
important,
question.
I'd say.
Important?
Are we not taking a short rest? Are we just jumping right
completely
in?
left something out. My apologies. As you, No, that's correct. That's correct. No, that's absolutely fine. No, you can go and visit the mayor. He won't kill you. And then you can take a rest after that. Have a chat. And as you head down the path further, you will see a rather grandiose building. It's still only 1 story tall, but you see he's got hangings on the outside walls. It's painted nicely. He's got glass windows, which is quite a rarity. And as you approach the building, what are we doing? Are we rapping upon the door? About house.
Yeah, I will rap upon the door. See if
Wait,
there's
sorry,
any
what tone
ravens
is it?
about.
Okay, the door opens, and sitting 20 or 30 foot away from the door, on a stout chair, is a gentleman in a large black cloak with a little cane. He is I was about to say he was a hobbit. He's a halfling. And he sits and he looks at you and, well, do come in. What might I do for you?
We're here about your hill giant problem. There was someone.
You've heard. Glad that you travels. I hope. Rocks were rained down upon our fine establishment. And dumping was heard up in the foothills. We don't only have a hill giant. I believe somebody is bringing. I made it known that Lady Yasmin appeared nights ago. Truth is, Lady Yasmin disappeared the morning of that day. She had been pressed into an agreement to marry by her father. Or if this town would not let her free, release her from her bond to marry Matthew, that she would, and I quote, rain thunder on our. That night, the giant came. I don't know what connection Yasmin might have with it. Visions of it. I will pay you 5 gold pieces for the slaying of the giant. But I will double that. And give you this. And he gestures towards a cane. Appears to be both walking cane and weapon. If you are able to retrieve. I don't wish to pressure her into a marriage. Gladly release her to the city, which I tried to inform her of, but led her father's wrath. If you bring her to me, not her father. Her father is a harsh man.
Can I say check just to make sure he isn't playing us? Because, this is a young girl and I just, Dane wants to make sure we're not gonna
Yeah, I mean,
her over
I
to a
will
bad
tell you
guy.
for free, with your passive insight, he seems very, very genuine. He seems concerned for both the girl
okay.
and for the girl's father. But most of all, he seems concerned for his town. He's paying you to deal with the problem for his town, but he's offering to double that if you can help this girl go somewhere safe.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
He seems very genuine. Oh. Looks at you and can't help but notice you're a little beaten up, though. You perhaps have some trouble on the road.
Pretty tough bandits we came across. Nothing the Nameless 11 couldn't handle, though.
Haven't that been? I don't suppose any of them had a deep purple cloak on.
Yeah. Yes? Are any of us wearing it? No, right?
No, not I assume. There were rumors. Trillions. Clear them up, you've done us a mighty favor. Here. Bought no more gold, but perhaps this prices are. And he plucks from his pocket a single ruby.
Ooh.
It might not sell for much. I believe one day it'll be worthy of an excellent.
I'll give it to Corin.
Yay.
Great. Yeah, Corin, so for reference, this has a worth of 100 gold pieces when it comes to enchanting, but it doesn't have a worth of anything more than a gold piece if you're trying to sell it to a jeweler. It is designed to hold magic.
But it's worth 100, right?
In terms of its value for enchanting.
What
So you may be able to do something exciting with that, I think. Modifiers have some
He's gonna have a whole Pokemon team.
what type of gem do I need to get my AC above 10?
Oh, you want to take Mage Armor?
Yes.
You need a focusing crystal. You can buy it at any magic shop for 2 copper shards. Did you want to have done that in your downtime?
Yes.
Okay, absolutely fine. 2 copper shards. Go buy yourself a focusing crystal, you tit.
Oh, thank Christ.
In all fairness, I don't think I've hit you with below a 15 yet, but regardless, he will give you this ruby in reward, and he says you've done us all a favour. And given your mighty worth, perhaps you might call upon a friend of mine. She's the tavern's daughter. The tavern's daughter? Really? She's the innkeeper's daughter. I went for tavern owner and it just didn't work. She's a little rough around the edges, but is an excellent healer. We'll patch you up before you head on out. With that, you can head on over to the tavern if you wish, or you can ask him some other questions. If you have any other questions.
I'm gonna ask him about the cane. What makes him feel like it's of value? Is there any sort of magical attributes about it?
It's an excellent weapon. The deft dueling cane. Built by the manufacturer itself. And this particular one has an excellent storage pane in it for anything that's particularly special to you. I once stored a scroll in it for a couple of weeks. It's a good hiding place. But it is by design, it is a manufacturer's dueling cane. It only does 1d4 damage, but it's a finesse weapon that gives you a reaction to attack somebody who misses you. And it gives you advantage on saving throws against being tripped or falling due to unstable ground.
Where I wanted to ask where we could find the girl's father. Maybe ask him some things.
He will look a little embarrassed and he said, really rather you didn't relay my suspicions, father, until they are proven true. For all we know, his daughter could have been taken by the giant in the... I want to upset him, but he lives at the last house along this lane on the right. You'll notice who he is by the pigs in his garden. Full disclosure, you've already met him.
Yeah, okay, this was the pig guy.
The pig man, let's call him that. He's pig man. But his name is Simon.
Okay.
And yeah, with that, he will direct you to the inn. You may go and meet the innkeeper and his daughter. As you enter in, the daughter appears to be the sort of serving wench of the place. Yeah. You alright, lads? Lassies, might I get you a drink?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take a drink.
I can't help but notice that you seem a little bit beaten up. Might I help you with that?
What do you
Then-
have to help?
Oh, that'll be me. I'll fix up the wounds for the town.
I
Yeah,
blush
we're
and I
gonna
say
go
sure.
giant hunting. So the major said that you could heal us.
Oh, well, in that case, it'll better be a free job, isn't it? But as you look at her, you notice she must be between 16 and 18. She doesn't look like much. She's missing one of her front teeth. She's not drastically clean. Certainly her smock is very unkempt. And give me a perception check. Sonia, please.
Okay.
Perception or insight, actually. In fact, I need both. I'm going to have a perception and an insight.
Okay.
So I'm being very indecisive here.
13 perception.
Yeah.
9 insight.
You notice a bruise on the side of her face. Although you're not sure, you get the idea that perhaps this was hit by something. He looks a little dim-witted. He acts a little dim. Bit thick.
She'll fit right in with us.
Regardless. Yeah. Yeah. Take a seat and have a drink. She'll bring you some ale and some water. The lot of you. And once you sort of relax down, she'll come over and begin to bandage up your wounds. And if you are willing to stay there for 4 hours, she will facilitate you having a long rest.
Yay.
Yeah, I could really use a long rest right now.
I think you could all use a long rest. You're quite out of spell slots and everything.
Yeah.
As everybody is long resting, but you're not sleeping at this time. She's sort of just bandaging you up and giving you some food and some drink and stuff. I think Mai is who I'd like for this. Mai, can you give me an insight check, please?
Yes, I. An insight and perception check,
Yeah.
right? Insight plus 3, perception plus 0. Okay, so that's a natural 20.
Nice.
In that case, I only need the one. You
yeah,
can nat
okay,
20 if that's
16.
absolutely fine. She talks to you a little bit as she's patching you all up. So it was the insight you nat 20'd on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she talks to you a little bit as she's patching you all up. And you get the impression she's very used to dealing with bruises and cuts and bumps and such. And she talks a little bit about her father, the innkeeper, and you notice him a couple of times sort of aggressively call her over to do X or Y. And whilst he doesn't seem abusive, he's not nasty to her, he seems a little rough with her. And you get the impression that he's definitely never hit her. Like, that's not the impression we're looking
No.
at. But you get the impression that maybe he doesn't get treated very well by other people who come in. And he sort of has a go at her a couple of times with the way she speaks with you guys. Obviously had her tooth knocked out and has been hit by perhaps other attendants at the town. I wonder if my having noticed this and having sort of seen it like this, you might ask any questions of yourself.
I would probably, if we're in a more like secure setting.
It's just her and her father,
Where-
and her father keeps going out to the kitchen.
Yeah, okay. When her father's not in the room with us, I'll just ask her what's up with the tooth and everything.
I'm not meant to. Well, you see, trouble is also the source of a lot. It's the reason Penelope left. It, her father, it's Simon. Comes in, he likes to throw his weight around. I turned down his hand in marriage. You see, 20 years my senior, you know. There's a medallard in it, which is probably true, but they also.
It seems quite unkind of him.
In all honesty, used to be knocked around. Laugh, you know, by the customers, it get a bit rowdy and drunk. But Penelope left. Bestest friend in the town. Tried to fall. He's not a mean boy. Well, very pretty. Deserved better. She could have had a proper townsfolk.
Where is she now?
Hey, ran up into. He had a friend, you know. Goatman. Funny guy. He knew him from the forest. You'd know that he's talking shit about a Satan.
Yes.
I reckon. But it's very funny, the boulders, they fell. All over the town. They missed all the houses, except for some. Imagine that. Funny, right?
It would seem like it was something that was planned.
I just think, shame that big man.
I get what you mean.
Get me tongue bitten out if I. Did you all like the pie? Was it nice?
It was so good.
It's good.
That's a very.
Very, very tasty. Thank you.
He's not very good with the customers. Does make him pie. favourite. Anyway, I'd better keep him. Hope you guys are all rested up and healed. It'd be 2 copper for the food and drink, don't mind.
Okay.
2 copper in total? Or?
No, 2 copper each. I'm not that fucking generous. I'm down. What do you want? A full heal, a long rest, a pie, a drink, a quest, and a tail for 2 copper?
Yeah.
Yeah.
After you pay 2 copper each, she'll see you out. I'm not sure if she ever gave her name to you. Did I give you
No,
her
I
name?
was about to ask.
No,
her
we
name's-
just know.
Her name is
Okay.
Becca. Full name Rebecca, but she's just known as Becca.
Becca.
I actually think at the end of the tavern stay, I'm really sorry guys, but I think we might end there. I don't think I can quite go much longer, so if that's okay with you.
okay.
It's a nice spot to leave. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. You'll have plenty of time to go into the hills and find out what you wish to do. And we will come to the timeless tradition of MVPs. Last. Michaela. You were last on the wrapping order, I think, at the beginning of the session, so what's your MVP?
My MVP is obviously Corin and Oma carrying the whole fight with I think they killed like half the bandits by himself.
He did really well,
While the
which
rest of
reminds
us
me.
were- Yeah.
Sorry, I haven't given out any rewards, have I? For the for discovering secrets untold, you may all take a point in perception. And for the excellent management of their killing beasts, or their killing beast, sorry, as you have brought in your new cat, I'm well aware that there is no animal to your cat, but you may take 2 points in animal handling for a fantastic first session for Omar. As I don't think you will ever use them for anything, as your animal handling will never compare with Dave's. But I thought they were a nice little gift as a congratulations. And as I said, you guys do roll. Yeah, so thank you, Michaela. I think the person prior to that was...
Yeah. I'm gonna give it to Nico for earlier, just for rebelling against Melisandre. I love that.
He's rather well known for it in my campaigns, of standing up when everybody else in the campaign is going, "Oh my god, don't say that, don't do that, we're gonna die," and he's just going, "I'll stand up to the biggest beast of all." He's like level 2. It's yes, it's a rather Josh theme, and I'm really sorry, I've got absolutely no idea which order the rest of you were in, so I'm just gonna come to you one by one. Oscar.
My MVP would be very heavily construed as a personal thing to the one person who actually gave a shit about Kelaan, Dane.
Aww.
Ah, well, give a shit's a stretch. He picked you up. You're used. No, I think it's just a nice ongoing joke that nobody cares about Kelaan. I think, in truth, I think every character very much cares about Kelaan, and every player cares about Oscar. But there is a certain element of he's a bit of a snobby prick, isn't he? It would be nice to slap him. I mean, I like him, and I think he's going to contribute a lot to the campaign. I look forward to his full arc, but right now it would be really fun to slap him. I'll agree with Josh on that.
I'm real close to dying every session at this point.
Well, and that. Josh.
So I've got a couple.
Can I come back to you then, just in case either one of them is taken by the other two? Hannah?
Yeah, I think I'll say the same as Jay did, because Nico's standing up to the sun and be like, "What the fuck are you gonna do about it?" It's funny. And I really enjoyed it.
Good. I'm glad. Tom?
I enjoy May just going to stab people with her dagger. Like May, like the boss also this session just went in to stab. Like I love May just running up to enemies to kill them is delightful. And this was a player moment, but Josh just being like, has Kelaan considered dropping the ring? Like throwing away the ring? That was really funny.
Yeah, I'm looking
So
forward
that-
to Kelaan attempting to discover how being communicated with. Full disclosure, nobody else has had Melisandre whispering in their ear, and if Kelaan tells you guys maybe you might get that going together, that could be copy late right now. I don't think he's... Josh.
Okay, so one of them was Jay's still defender, like describing it, like booting up for the first time and stuff. That was really cool. Another one was Mai's reaction to getting the letter. That was really good. The counter spell to Salty's magic missile. So cruel. But the main one was the Dommy Mommy twist. It was
Mommy being the Duchess.
great, yeah.
Why, thank you. That's the first time you've ever given me an MVP. I appreciate it. My 2 MVPs went to Jay's creation of the of Oma. Obviously had a real plan for it and delayed me for a week and delayed his own usefulness for a week, just so that he can stay true to his character's story, which I thought was beautiful and really good. And secondly, to the enemy is choked by snorting mushrooms. That was Tom's description of how he killed the enemy. I just thought, well, that's grim, gruesome, and kind of drug addicted. So I like that. But also, I'd like to give out some DM inspiration. To the player that stood up and healed, and walked over and healed, and looked out for a party. Despite the fact that maybe there were some other moments that could have happened in the fight. Not just being a little bit selfish in some of the fights, but in this fight she really was, you know, the mother caring figure, and for stepping up into the face role earlier on in the campaign. So, Michaela, thank you, DM inspiration. I really enjoyed you taking the lead with a couple of bits with sort of interacting with some of the NPCs stuff. That was really inspiration goes, and I think I'll end there. Just bear with me a second. See who's the best streamer in the world is around. So we're gonna raid Stevo because he's amazing. We'll show him some love. Go tell him he's beautiful. He is currently doing the Saturday cooperative playthroughs of Halo. I have no idea which game we're currently on, but he's just the best human being on Earth. I'd really appreciate it if we can go and show him some love. So if you guys would like to say goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye. Go for with your